All right, what we want to talk to you about today is the benefits that RevoFit solutions can bring to your patients. So here is a socket that we have made. This socket is kind of special. It has two systems. So we've got one that changes the proximal closure, and we have one that closes 3 panels that are located throughout the socket. Not all sockets need to have 2 systems, but sometimes we find that it really works well for patients. Let me tell you why. The most important one is that it's just very easy to change the volume of the socket, which is something that can't happen today unless you remove the socket and manage the different plies of socks that you wear on the residual limb. That works for a lot of people, but we think we can do a whole lot better by giving instant movement and instant adjustment for a user that can change the fit of their socket depending on their activity level, depending on the fit that they would like, and depending on the volume of their limb. It's a fantastic opportunity for them to manage much of their own care. They're able to take their limb easily in and out. It's easier to don and doff because we're able to create the volume and open this socket up as much as we need to. And then once the limb is inside the socket, you can dial in that fit very easily. You can see you can get a significant amount of closure. These sockets are made with the easy-to-use dial that is easy to use with one hand. So you can do this through clothing, you can do it just with one hand, you can reach down during an activity and quickly dial in the fit. They release and dial in very quickly. So it's an incredible improvement over the adjustment of other means of adjusting the volume of a socket. This is ideal for people that don't have a lot of strength and maybe even limited dexterity in their hands. And the reason is that this dial is very easy to turn, and it has a 4-to-1 mechanical advantage that allows for just fingertip movement. Look how much closure I'm getting there just with my 2 fingers. It's amazing how easy that is for the user to change the volume of the socket, even with a limb in the socket, and even if they don't have a lot of strength or dexterity. The system is very micro-adjustable, so there's a couple of ways we can adjust things here. One is just turning it forward. Each click is a millimeter of adjustment. So there's just not many adjustment systems out there where you can get that refined amount of closure click by click. As we dial this forward, we get closure force, and that's really nice. Sometimes you want to manage it backwards, and so if I pull that dial and hold it, it just allows me to dial back that tension in the socket incrementally, which is a really nice way to go for reducing tension. Again, it's very easily adjustable through clothing. This system here enables the user to not have to remove their pants, remove their leg, remove a sock, and then re-don all of those in order to get the fit that they're looking for. Instead, they can walk into the office, for example, sit down, release the reel, get a little bit of relief, and then as soon as they're ready to get up and going, even through their pants, they can just dial that fit right back in. It's very adaptable throughout the day. It makes a large difference in the accommodation of volume change. It's easy for your patients, and we think your patients are going to love it. So please give it a try, and we're happy to help you find the ways and this design that'll help your patient the best.